Hello ladies and gentlemen, Santa's Workshop here. Welcome back to the channel. Weather's starting to get warmer again. Thank you. I am tired of cold weather and I want to get out here and work every day. So hopefully we can start doing some more videos and getting quite a bit more content out to you. But first, as you saw in my last video, I got Mr. J's frame painted. Got some brake lines back on it. Got our shocks back on. Fuel tank installed. Now I'm going to start working on running the brake lines, fuel pump, all that kind of stuff that goes underneath the body while the frame is exposed. Now you see I've got the plastic on it. Since this frame is painted, I don't want dust getting in everywhere. So I want to keep this thing covered except for the spots I'm working on. And we've also got Mr. Jim's engine in. So we are going to get that on the jack stand or engine stand, look it over real good, make sure there's nothing we need to do to it before we made it to the transmission, and drop it in. Once we get it in, I can start working on manifolds, I can start working on brake lines, I can work on fuel lines, all the stuff that needs to go on that frame. And once I get that squared away, we drop the cab on. Once we get the cab on, we can start doing all the little nitpicking things, getting it ready to start doing the body work. But today's video, we are going to be working on the Corvette. I've got the correct Argent paint color coming from Eastwood. I ordered 4 cans of it. It's not going to take 4 cans to paint the wheels, but I want some in stock for what I need later down the line. But I need to get into this engine bay and start working on the vacuum lines. I'm working with a company right now to get a smoke tester that I can hook up to the vacuum lines and see where all the leaks are. So hopefully that'll come in here pretty soon. I've got to get all this wiring gone through, make sure all the connections are good. There's no bare wires. Now you can see places like that right there where somebody has put the lines together. I'm going to redo all that, make sure it's right, because we sure don't want no spark and fire. Then I've got to get over in here. I've got a fiberglass repair kit coming so I can repair that. I look down inside there, it is clean as clean can be. What in God's name was that? Well now, that was an interesting turn of events. I have no idea what just happened outside, but you heard it on the film. The doors shook and I felt the floor shake. We must have had an earthquake here in Oklahoma. Wow. I don't know how you guys out there in California do it. That's just unsettling to me. But anyways, as I was saying, this wiring haul needs to be gone through. I'm going to switch this AC over to the new Freon. So I've got to go in there and get all that old stuff out. So I won't have to remove the bottle because it's all tucked into that fender well. I got to check the fan motor, make sure it's going to blow. There's going to probably be a week or two of work in here getting this done. And then I've got to get the Corvette transmission. I got to get the seals done in it. I've already got them. I just got to put them in. And then after I get that done, I can put in the carpet, adjust the doors, get the hood back on, adjust the hood, do some touch-up painting. I'm not going to do any major body work on this. I considered repainting this front nose. I might still, I don't know. But, you know, the body's got a few bad spots in it, but overall, it is a beautiful car. I'm going to definitely paint underneath where all the overspray is, get that cleaned up, looking better. But when this car is done, it's not going to be the best looking Corvette on the road, but I guarantee you it will be one of the most mechanical sound. So, let's get busy. Okay, as with all things, we are running into some headway here. I'm going to have to take that evaporator out in order to get all that stuff out of there, which adds a whole new level of darn it. So, what we're going to do, we're going to kind of switch gears. And we're going to get this motor into Mr. Jim's frame. The Corvette engine is coming along nicely. It's almost completely together, ready to go back in. I'm waiting on my manifold paint to get in. Once it's here, I'll get the manifolds on. We'll get the spark plugs in. I may even get the plug wires run because they're going to be going under the manifolds. And I'd a whole lot rather do it on that stand than in the Corvette. So, let's get a motor in the frame. All right, everybody, today's turned into a day of a whole lot of no-wanna. Waiting on parts on the 55 double nickel. Brian had to take off suddenly to take care of some errands, so he had to leave. So I don't really want to be stabbing that thing in that frame by myself. So I want to wait till he gets back. And the Corvette, that's what today's video was going to be about. So let me show you what I'm running into. Now, I'm going to have to sit down and do a little bit of studying, see what I can do. Well, this air box here, I don't know if you can see that. You see that gap where they have put that in? This thing is completely and totally screwed up. I don't know why I didn't notice that. But I'm going to have to study what all it's going to take that apart. Fix that hole down there in the bottom side of it. Yeah, you can see that real good right there. And find out what it's going to take. I should have all the parts I need, minus the brackets that goes on the motor, to get this thing switched over to 134A. So, I've got this hose kit from Vintage Air. Comes with all those fittings, the dryer, hoses. I've got a new condenser out front. I just got to find out if that evaporator is going to be able to use it. And I got to figure out where in here I can put a valve. I don't know if it's got a place where I can put it in any of these or not. I got to figure out a place where I can put a, oh shoot. I don't know why every time I try to think of that name it escapes me. But it's a little valve, goes in about, you know, that long, goes inside the line. Mechanics know what I'm talking about. But it should go in that line right to the left of that block. That block, I might be able to leave on there. I may have to take it off. But it's got the low pressure switch on it. And we get down in there, that's the old dryer accumulator, which that's going to come out. And there's another little hose right there, which I am not sure what that is. So I may end up having to get another evaporator for this. I hope not, because I am totally out of money on my budget on this car. I have spent probably $1,500 more than I was intending to, but it's going to make it a very nice vehicle. Alrighty, everybody. Brian had to go out of town on some family business right before we got to put the motor in. So I asked Randy to come over and help me stab this thing into the frame. So what we're going to do, we're just going to set it over in there, and I'm not even going to put bolts in it yet. I just want to set it down in the cradle and get it in there because I can get the bolts in myself. So let's see, we're going to set you up right there.
You say you want me to help drop it?
No, we're going to set it.
Oh, set it.
Set it. Okay.
As in a gentle.
Gentle.
Okay, I was hoping we were actually going to get to drop this sucker.
Oh. Hey, everything's gone right so far tonight. We still have a screw up to go, so.
That's true. And he didn't sucker me into coming either. He just got through helping me pull a transmission and put a transmission back in that Mustang, so.
Yeah.
You're way out, unexpectedly kind of. Yeah. Wow. That's almost completely off the clutch before they gave it.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll need to the least I can do is help you sit it.
Right.
This is far easier. I'll take this any day of the week.
Yeah, we've decided when we go to put the engine back in that Corvette, we're going to use the actual 2-post lift to set that thing over in there.
How are you going to do that? Oh, you're going to back it up and lift it.
Yeah, we're going to lift it. We're going to swing the arms in.
Yeah.
Lift the motor up.
And then you can...
Then we can just set it right down in there.
Oh, that's genius. I need to get a 2-post. Who am I kidding? I'm not going to work on anything.
That 4-post is working pretty good so far.
It's it's been doing all right. I still though a 2-post is so much more versatile than a 4-post.
You know, since I'm doing frame off,
Yeah.
it's going to be it's just going to be more helpful because once I get this thing in, I'm going to get the drive line done for it. I'm going to get all the brake lines run, and once I get all the brake lines, the fuel lines, we're going to be setting that cab on there.
Yeah.
So what I'll do, I'll just roll that cab over there, pick it up, roll the frame under, set it down, boom, it's done.
You make it sound so easy.
Well, it is when you got the right equipment. Okay. Need you to kind of steady that motor for right now. Just keep your toes out from under it.
I mean, it's no different than going to the restroom.
Okay, come on. There we go. Oops, let me come up a smidge more.
Oh, my hand. Oh, she's hanging up on the other side.
Yeah, we'll have to come back. Okay.
Look at that. You're good at measuring, huh?
I try.
Oh, man.
Right there.
Dude, the bolt holes, you could almost slide the bolts in it right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's that close.
It's amazing.
Wow.
It's amazing what you can do when you take your time. Wow. Just a little bit of time.
Okay, just doing that for 5 minutes changed the whole look of this thing.
Oh, yeah.
You got to show this to the Jim, man, because this is going to get his blood going. I'm telling you, like, you see the motor in it?
You should have seen him when he come in and saw it painted with the gas tank and the shocks and the wheels on it. And I've got to, it really kills me that he's got to order more wheels. Because those I've mismeasured, and they stick out 2 inches on each side.
Oh, okay.
We got a 2.5 inch inset, and they needed to be standard.
Yeah.
So, he's going to have to do that.
Well, I mean, he could still sell the wheels.
Yeah, and
They're worth money.
since we haven't painted them, they should take them back.
Yeah.
Speedway, they're. But I told him, I said, if they don't, I'll eat them myself, and I'll put them on something.
God, this thing is just so nice, man. He's going to be so happy with this.
I hope so. He told me, he said, I just want it done so I can sell it.
That's sad.
He's so over this thing.
No, man,
And
he won't be. When you're done with it, he won't be.
I told him, I said, my job is to make you want to keep that.
Especially with as much money as he's got into it, he probably won't be able to sell it for what he's going to have into it when he's done.
He's already into it for $26,000.
You might as well keep it at that point.
Okay, and $26,000, I got a pile of parts.
Yeah, that's sad.
And
That's sad.
it makes me want to go find the people that did this to him and just pop them up beside the head, because there's no reason to do that.
Just imagine, he could have paid you $26,000 and you could have done it.
Well, he could have paid me probably $20,000 and come out, bukus ahead, because, when I get done with something, it's going to be right.
Yeah. as you can tell by how easily everything just fits into place, look at this beautiful 4-link back here.
That 4-link was one of the easiest things I have ever done.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looks like came straight from the speed shop.
Well, it's going to be, it is going to be a phenomenal vehicle when it's done. But now that I've got this sitting in, tomorrow I'm going to measure a drive line and get that ordered.
You're not going to use the Bluetooth drive shaft on this one?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
It worked good on that Mustang that we just
sure
did,
did.
though, didn't it?
Did really well
Yeah.
on the Mustang.
It looks like my brake lines fell down. Oh, well. But, Randy, thank you for coming and help me, buddy.
Oh,
That was hard work. I
you're
know.
welcome, man. I'm wore out now, man.
Well, it's one of those things. I could have done it myself, no
yeah,
problems.
yeah, you could have.
But it's so much better to have an extra set of hands
Yeah.
and eyes. But alrighty, we're going to get back to work. Okay, well, not much of a video today, but next few days we have beautiful weather. Not that cold, not that hot. I'm getting parts coming in today. I got some in yesterday, which I got my smoke detector for the vacuum system on the Corvette in, so I will be reading up on it, how to use it. We can get that done. I can get that air conditioning evaporator out, figure out what I'm going to do with it. But we got a powerhouse in Mr. J's frame here. That looks a lot better. I want to get the measurements done on that drive line so we can get that ordered. Corvette engine, I got the paint in for it yesterday, so I'm going to be getting it painted. It's a little too cold today to do it, windy, rain coming. So I'm going to hold off till tomorrow to paint those. But this video is done. So we ain't going to do any more today because it is just too chilly out here to do anything. Can't paint. So we're going to call this quits, and I'll get this out to you. And hopefully by the end of this week, I'll have another video out with me actually doing something. That sounds like fun. But a big, huge thank you to Randy Shearer from Auto Auction Rebuilds. Fella, my channel wouldn't be where it is right now without you. You've done wonderful things. You even donated $100 to get people to subscribe to me. Now, I know you're watching and you haven't subscribed. There's some of you out there. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Come on, get me up to 20,000 before my 1-year anniversary, March 31st. I know we can do it, and I know you'll enjoy the ride because, yeah, I may do things a little bit differently, but by golly, it looks good when I get them done. So, watch me get this thing finished out. Watch that Corvette hit the road for the first time. Stick with me. But Randy, thank you, buddy. Link to his channel will be down below. Come on, guys, subscribe to me. If you hadn't subscribed to Randy, just subscribe to him. We'll see y'all next time. Santa's Workshop.